and you talk to them, and they go, da 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 da. What's up, cats? I'm ElectricJazzcat, aka EJ, and at the beginning of this 14, I do believe a Pokemon Black 2 Randomized Nuzlocke series here on the ElectricJazzcat channel. In the last episode, we successfully took on the gym leader and picked up a 6 gym badge. I think this is a new encounter. About 7, right? Let's go do a little quick checky. I'm pretty sure we didn't get an encounter, but let me just do a quick checky. Okay, so we do in fact need to get an encounter. I also did get some Ultra Balls because I had none of those. So let's get a dope Pokemon. Who do we got in the grass today? It's a Loudre. Okay. Very cool Pokemon. Unfortunately, not good stats, which sucks because I really love the design of this whole Pokemon's line. But nonetheless, let's throw a Master Ball. No, I'm joking. Would fit the color scheme though. I even did get a shiny Wilsmer too. In Pokemon Auras, did the sweet scent thing, because it's always the little Wilsmers, and got a shiny Wilsmer. Loudre, the big voice Pokemon. The shockwaves from its cries can tip over trucks. It stamps its feet to power up. So it's like, Loudre. You're female, so I'ma call you. What do you call her? Sheila? Is that how you spell it? I don't know, it's how we spell it. Alright, Sheila. Because it's like, Sheila, like la 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 la, you know? Okay, I was gonna say, don't show me something like way cooler that I could have got. But, oh my gosh. Hand stage. Oh, so I've been doing some thinking, right? You see stuff like this? This, I might consider a static. I'm not going to get it because these weren't randomized in the randomizer, and I've said that before. But can't use fossils. Everybody said I could use the walkthrough all cheat codes except Prime Champ. He says it's cheating, so I guess I can't do that. But I was thinking about, you know, static mons and Nuzlocks when people count it, because when I do a Nuzlocke, the whole point of the Nuzlocke is to have a challenge, right? And I don't know. I don't know if it's just because, like, any opportunity there is to get one, so there's always like, oh, this is a static, oh, this is a static, oh, this is a static. And I'm just like, shut up. Because I wanna win by getting by with the challenge, and not because, like, you know, oh, well, because I got the static, I won, you know? It's even made me think about, like, canceling the shiny clause rules as well. Like, still got a shiny because it's cool, but, like, not use it, not it's legal. Or only use it if it's in a game where it's not an increased shiny rate, you know? But this is gonna be interesting. Oh, you can psychic the monkey, and you can also psychic the monkey. So to me, what I really want to think about static Pokemon is if it's a Pokeball that's sitting on a desk, like a starter, Charmander, Squirtle, Bulbasaur, anything from the Professor, that's a static. If it's a Pokemon that's literally sitting still and you have to talk to it, or an NPC, so like, if it's sitting still, it's like the legendary birds, Zapdos, Moltres, Articuno, right? Mewtwo, Dialga, Palkia, Rayquaza, Groudon, Kyogre, all of these legendaries that sit still, and you talk to them, and they go, da 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 da. Or, you know, like the fungus, it was a Pokeball sitting still, and it went boop boop, because it's supposed to be that Pokemon. If it's like a Voltorb that's pretending to be a Pokeball in the power plant, and it goes, da 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 da, and then it turns into something, that's a static. What I feel like should not be a static, that people are saying is a static nowadays, is if you have a rock, and you use Rock Smash, and then it has a chance to be a Pokemon. That, to me, I'm not going to count as a static anymore. That, if you have a tree and you headbutt a tree, there's a chance of a pine cone falling out, and that's randomized into something, and people say that's a static. I wouldn't count that as a static. If you have, you know, anything that involves you, like headbutting, rock smashing, cutting, you know, just something where it has a chance of being a Pokemon, but it's not guaranteed. If you can't, like, soft reset it and it's guaranteed a Pokemon battle every single time, that to me is not a static. Take that as you will. However you want to do your Nuzlocks, you do them your way. But me doing my Nuzlocks, moving forward, that's how I define a static. Sorry, just had to get that off my chest because for the longest time I'm like, how do I do this to make sense, to not seem like I'm to come across as a jerk, but like, what's logical about it? What's the actual definition of a static Pokemon? So, because throughout, you know, technically, the main 3 rules of a Nuzlocke was you nickname a Pokemon, you're only allowed to catch the first encounter every said route of the Pokemon, and if it faints, it's considered dead. Those were the main 3 Nuzlocke rules. Other things that were added were Dupe/Species, Shiny Claws, Mercy rules where you can like use a one-time revive. So things are always, you know, I would have loved a tape pick. Things are always, people are always making adjustments to Nuzlocke. Some people make them easier, some people make them harder. So this is just one of my things that I would do. So what we're actually gonna do now is we're gonna speed through this tower and we're gonna put on Penny's theme from Pokemon. So see, this I would say is a static because a little hop animation. This is always gonna be, I could soft reset for that. Anyway, we're gonna put on Penny's theme and we're gonna speed through this. So hit it! Alright, we finally made it here. Can you believe it? I mean, we talked to the nurse lady, so people got healed. Sleepy died to sheer cold. What are the chances? What are the chances we have a great Pokemon and it dies because of a one-hit KO move? It's the Celestial Tower bell. Will you ring the bell? Yep, for Sleepy.
And they put them inside themselves, maybe tiny coconuts.
The sound of the bell reverberates through the area. Alright, we didn't really have to ring it in this game, but I wanted to. No one can fly? What is this? Well, tell you what, mate. Sleepy's dead now, so you can no fly just to get us down from here. So, yeah. Okay, what are you doing here, metal guy? I do not care about your medals. Okay? I don't. Yeah, but dude, how about Penny's theme? Right? Pretty good theme. I've been listening to it a lot lately. I'm like, dude, when people like try to say, oh, Gen 5 music this, or oh, Gen 4 music that, or, you know, whatever. Dude, Penny's theme from Gen 9. Oh my gosh. So good. You know. Alright, we have 2 normal types, which I was realizing and grinding. So let's put on some more normal types. Dude, normal. Normal. What's with all these normal types, man? We lost, what did we lose? A Steel Psychic. We already do have a Psychic still. Do we put on the Flareon? No, we already have a Fire type. I'm not gonna put anyone on the team. I'm gonna just rock it with the 5 because I don't really see a point in duplicating typings. But now that we got Juniper and Skyla, or should I say Kimberly, we should be good to go. Looks like the professor's reached a stopping point in our investigation. Ready to hop aboard my plane? Let's go. Ready for takeoff? Okay, Skyla, we're ready. Please take us to Lemius Town. Oh my gosh, Starbucks, wait! You guys, wait! Anyway, I want to fly too. I want to do some research in Reversal Mountain. Bianca, you're here. You're starting to show the dedication of a serious researcher these days. Okay, everyone, we're off to Luminous Town. Looks like everyone's here. Finally, it's time to fly to the Unova skies. You guys ever run on a plane before? I have. I was nervous a few times doing it in the beginning, but you get used to it. Well, I suppose I should tell you why I brought you out here. Sharon told me that a group of people calling themselves Team Plasma are planning to use the legendary Pokemon and take over the Unova region. As many of you know, the Unova region there are 2 legendary Dragon-type Pokemon, Zekrom and Reshiram. But 2 years ago, Zekrom and Reshiram each recognized a trainer as a hero. They are following those trainers, so Team Plasma shouldn't be able to use the Dragon-type Pokemon. That's true. What could they be planning? There is much we don't know about Zekrom and Reshiram. That's why I want to hear what Opolis City's gym leader, Drayden, has to say about this. He's a Dragon-type gym leader, so he might know something. We're finally to the reason why I brought you here. I want you to go to Opolis City, and hear what Drayden has to say. And I would also like you to help me if something happens. No. Yes, that is the more reasonable response. It's best not to get involved with Team Plasma. But hearing what Drayden has to say about the Dragon-type Pokemon would be really interesting. And more importantly, it will help fill up the pages of your Pokedex. I don't care about the Pokedex! I'll be in the volcano just beyond here. I'm gonna investigate the rumors. I've been hearing about a rare fire-type Pokemon Reverso Mountain called Heatran. You know, they say about completing the Pokedex. Did you guys ever want to complete the Pokedex? I know from Gen 4 and up, if you did the Pokedex, you could get the Shiny Charm, right? I think the only time I actually genuinely cared to do the Pokedex just for the Pokedex was in Fire Red. And even still, like those earlier games, it was impossible because you need to be able to trade with other generation games, so like Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire, Leaf Green, you know. But then there were some Pokemon that you could not get in any 5 of those games. You had to play Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness, or Pokemon Coliseum. We got a new encounter, Reverso Mountain. And then to play those games, then you had to then, Medichin's not bad. You'd have to have that little GameCube adapter thing on the bottom, and then connect it with the something, and connect it with the Hunka, and the Kakadaka, and then trade them over. And so it's like, bro, no one's like gonna be able to do that. Except for a few people, but not me, you know, especially when you live in a house where your mom despises video games. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just do the Kanto Pokedex, right? Not the National. Medichan, the Meditate Pokemon. It gains the ability to see the aura of its opponents by honing its mind through starvation. Ooh, so you hungry all the time. Another female. I'm gonna call you... Wanda. I don't know, just came to me. So, my cousin and I actually, were both trying to complete the Pokedex, and I got so close, I was missing Magmar. And apparently you can only catch Magmar on one of the Sevi Islands. It was Island 1. Yeah, where they ended up moving Moltres to get, instead of Moltres being, in Victory Road. And apparently he's the rare encounter, because I never found him. My cousin did find him. So then, I'm scared of this thing. He was like, I can make you an egg, which was a Magby, and you have a Dark-type move. Okay. And then I evolved the Maggie as it evolves at level 30, and it became a Magmar. And bro, I was like, yay, I completed the Kanto Pokedex. And my cousin goes, yeah, well, I did it first. Okay, all right. Did anyone ask? Thank you, detective. Yeah, you did it first, but can I get... Yeah, you helped me with Magmar, but I did the rest of the decks by myself. Thank you. You know, GTS was not invented yet, and actually, if it was, I'm playing on the Game Boy Advance. It was not made for the system that I was playing it on. Future Sight, getting rid of Endeavor. So it was cool because then you talk to the little guy and he says, you know, congratulations on completing the Pokedex. And then you know, sometimes I thought it was cool, because then you get introduced with the DS. You have the, what was it called, like, action replay, Game Sharks, whatever, you know. And he's like, you know, yeah, I can put in this code, and then it lets me, like, pick whatever dex number, and it gets that wild Pokemon I can encounter. And I was like, dude, I can catch all the Pokemon and complete the Pokedex. I'm catching Bulbasaurs, I'm catching Ivysaurs, Venusaurs, Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise, etc., you know, going through the Pokedex. And then I remember telling one of my friends in high school, Tim, I was like, Tim, I have these Pokemon. Did you want to, like, trade back for the Pokedex? And he goes, why? Why would I care about the Pokedex? I don't need it. I just need my Porygon and that's it. And I'm like, all right. So there was never, like, really a motivation to, like, complete the dex, you know? Not until Pokemon X and Y, where now we, like, found out there was Wi-Fi at the high school, and only teachers knew what it was, so the students couldn't use it. But then someone, like, found what the teacher had the password written on in, like, a desk, and so then it started spreading like wildfire. And it was a long password. It was like 74611925M0167MMGFAH, all these characters, right? And then boom, you were connected. And it wasn't even that stable to, like, stay on for long, but it was stable enough to make, like, one trade, you know? And so it was easier to complete the Pokedex, because I didn't have Wi-Fi at my house until, like, midway through college. So, yeah. Okay, Bug is super effective against Psychic, so let's go to Amy. I don't want to take a chance and try to run away. We'll just kill this anyway. So, yeah. X and Y, that was the game where I had not only completed just the deck itself. Ooh, rare encounter. But I completed the whole national dex. Then my game got stolen, along with the DS, 3DS. And I completed the whole dex again. and I loved it. I loved seeing all these Pokemon in 3D. We had the whole national dex. You know, Sun and Moon come out, you transfer them. And even though you had all of the Pokemon, the whole national dex itself in Sun and Moon, that was not the full Sun and Moon Pokedex that you had to complete. You just needed to complete 400 of its version of the national dex. And I was like, oh, okay, that'll be easy. And so, did that, it was cool, and then you get Sword and Shield, and they remove the national dex. And it's like, oh, well, now it's easier to complete the game. Well, no, they already did that in Sun and Moon. You didn't have to, like, they changed it. Like, they didn't have a dex entry. It was just 400. And then people will say, argue, you know, oh, well, you know, this makes competitive battle better because then you don't have to worry about every single Pokemon or who to fight. And I'm like, bro, how would you know to swap to this little guy? Because I go for Surf. Who runs Surf on the Psychic type, man? Oh, Wanda's on the team. I didn't even notice that because, yeah, we had an empty slot. Watch, he's going to go Krogan. Oh, okay. Well, this is bad. Alright, you know what? Let's go... Armin. So... what am I trying to say? Yeah. Just put the whole dex in, man. If you don't want to have it because of, like, competitive, just ban certain Pokemon that you can't use at that set time. They've done that before. They put the little red line with the circle with the line going through the circle, and you just can't use them for, like, that season. Simple. Right? What about the people who don't want to do competitive Pokemon and they just want to have their favorite Pokemon? Because believe it or not, for over the 1,000 Pokemon there are, what is it, like 1,000 and, well, now we just got a few more with the DLC. So like what, 1,015, something like that? One of those Pokemon is someone's favorite. That is their favorite Pokemon. For me, it's Gyarados. For Soda, it's Arbok. For PC, it's Primeape. For Danny, it's Dragonite. It's Sleepy, it's Slowbro. Ocelot, it's Leafeon. Like, Hangover, it's Cyndaquil. I could go on forever, baby. Like, someone loves Mimikyu. Someone loves Registeel. Someone loves... I don't know, Vanillite, you know? I hate it, but someone loves it. Liam loves Greninja. Q loves Turtwig, but then he ended up loving, what's it called? Gen 8. What's the ham sandwich? What's it actually called? I can't remember the name. Help me out here. The freaking ghost dragon thing. What's its name? I can't remember. I'm going off at 2 hours of sleep, so remember that too. Point is, someone has a favorite, right? Doggo likes Zigzagoon. Fancy likes Charmander. Charmander doesn't get enough love, dude. We need Charmander in more Pokemon games. What's going on with that? But my point is, when you have these things because it's like, oh, they don't want to program it, dude, like you made a Pokemon. Why not have it in the game? And at this point, I think they're doing it on purpose because now, like, the only reason why I used like Bank and then it became called Home was because I just wanted to take my Pokemon from the last game and bring it into the next game. Well, now I have some people in Home, some in BDSP, some in Sword, some in Violet, because he can be in that one, but he can't, and he can this and this. Well, Spinda, they did the coding wrong, so Spinda's never leaving BDSP, and no other Spindas are coming to BDSP. And it's like, bro, like, now I'm like, this kind of like ruins it for me. Like, maybe I should just, whatever Pokemon I get in that game, stay in that game! You know? I don't know. It sucks, because they have their reasons for not doing it. Apparently, I think Sleepy told me too, like, the term, or maybe Ray told me this. The reason why, like, the hashtag, blah, 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 hashtag bring back the national Dex, like, got banned somehow. So you can't even, like, say that on Twitter. And it's like, what? Like, why is it that, you know, people say you have freedom of speech and you can say what you want to say, but then if it bothers someone, oh, well, you can't say that because your opinion isn't good, so I don't like it, it hurts my feelings, but I can say my opinion and you have to agree with what I say. Like, that's not cool. You know, shouldn't the whole point of freedom of speech be whether it means good or bad? This is our encounter too, by the way. I'm gonna try to get the Sandile, but I gotta worry about freaking Espeon here. So, Psyshock. Don't hit me, hit the Espeon. Thank you. Oh, great, now who am I gonna hit? Well, it shouldn't. Oh, okay. You've got more Pokemon. Good! Hit that thing! Alright, we're actually gonna swap too. Yeah, Armin. Alright, so we'll just try. There we go. Thank you. See, little Plusle gets it now. Thank you, Plusle. Dude, how many Pokemon you got? Don't sucker punch me. Ooh, defense drop, thank you. I'll do more damage to it. And now I just gotta finish it off. Like that. Okay. Let's not have a repeat of last time we did this with the double battle. Everything was going so well. So now we just gotta take out the Plusle. Okay, one more should do it. And there we go. Okay. Then we go to our bag, and then you're just gonna get in the ball because you like a Sandile, don't you? Wow, not even a Jiggle? Really? Come on. What if I told you I had chocolate cake waiting for you? That's what I thought. Joke's on you, I don't have any chocolate cake waiting for you, but we're gonna call you Cake. Because you are the chocolate cake. Okay. So, that's how you got your name now. We have a name for our Sandiles now. We call them Cake. What the frick is Ham Sandwich's actual name? Dreepy? Like, Dreepy's the first stage. I can't remember the name. But alright, man. I think that's gonna do it for today's episode. I think what we'll do, we'll do another little, like, speedy montage through this cave, because it's just trainers. And, make our way out of the cave, and the next episode we'll have more progress. But until then, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye!
It's the next chapter, the ultimate goal.